y'all doing out there? This is Phil Armstrong from Spokane, Washington. Uh, I wanted to um, point out some things to y'all that y'all probably already aware of, but this is news, and I like to bring to people who are not aware and aware. U.S. military intervention in Syria, not if, but when. Not if, but when. Now we know at least the people who are researching these things are in the awareness, excuse me, that these things are going to transpire, which is Isaiah 17, and that is the destruction of Damascus. We need to pray for the people in Damascus. Please pray for people in Damascus. We don't want that delay that people will get saved, but it's going to happen. We know it's going to happen. This says is military intervention. Now it says, as the violence in Syria continues to go from bad to worse in the scope and intensity, U.S. officials sources had this to say on Saturday, June 16th, about plans the U.S. Army operations in war-torn country. The intervention will happen. It is not a question of if, but when. When. And this right here shows you that things are going at rapid speed. Now, do we know for sure that the Bible prophecies will take place this year? We don't know for sure, but it looks like the signs are there. About the Olympics is something that I'm concerned about. I've seen sort of some signals that the Olympics might be more different from past Olympics. We know that the one in Munich, and that is in Europe, in Munich, I think it was 72, was a different type of, we had 13 Israelis die. Now, this right here is the Olympic logo, and they paid a man some big bucks to make this logo. Now, look at it closely. It's looks like just a normal makeup of shapes and sizes, but look at it very closely. Okay, now this is it unscrambled, and it says Zion. Now, the holiday or the observance day, actually the month of Av, is one of the worst times in Jewish history. Matter of fact, both temples were destroyed at this time. So it's a very important time in the Jewish history where the most worst things that ever happened to the Jewish people happen in this time. And the ninth of Av is the worst time in history. So this is when ninth of Av, all these things. Hitler gave the decree to destroy the to destroy the Jews. The two temples were destroyed. A lot of things happened. World War One, I think, started at this time also. Now, what does this mean? Now here is a they say it looks like a swastika. To me, it doesn't. I don't see it unless I'm just dyslexic. I don't see it. But anyway, the Zionist movement, supposedly, which is not Jewish at all, but it's supposed to be made up of Christians and Jews who want to take over the world. But I don't believe that stuff either. What I believe it is a Rothschild secret society, Illuminati conspiracy to take over the world. Now, what does the Olympics have to do with this? Now, the 9th of Av comes on the 28th and 29th of July, which is the second day of the ceremonies. And remember, this is the worst time in Jewish history, so look for something to happen with the Jews. Now, if this is the case, what can happen at the Olympics in 2012? Could this open the Pandora's box? Could this start the chain reaction for the global domination of the secret societies. Is Jesus coming back in the near future to take his church out? Is the war of Gog and Magog close at hand? We have to sit and see, but we need to be warning our family members as much as possible. They don't listen. Be consistent. Be persistent. They will listen, but you're gonna have to keep hanging in there. They're going to listen. But getting back to these symbols, there's going to be a lot of symbols in the Olympic game. All right, this is David Rockefeller, and in the article, he said that 13,000 people would die. This is from the Rockefeller Research, Rockefeller Files, I call them. 13,000 to die at the Olympics. And there was a movie that was out, and I have to get the name for the movie for y'all, but there was a movie that was out, and it was aimed at the Olympics, and many people had died. And I'm gonna show y'all in my next video that a clip from that movie if I can find if I can find it. So this is a picture right here of the Olympic Stadium, the main Olympic site of the opening of the Olympics. Now, the reason why I show you all this stuff is because we're headed for troubling times, either it be 2012, 13, or 14, the start of the tribulation period. But get your house in order. Get your house in order. Because we don't know what's going to happen. Now, when I say your house, I'm not talking about preparedness, which I do believe we should prepare, but I'm talking about your spiritual preparations. Is your house in order? Next show, we're going to talk about the Middle East wars, and we're going to go into more detail on the Olympics and the things that might transpire. Now, the gas prices are starting to head up again. Some of those people might get inside information that we might not otherwise have. So make sure you're saved. Make sure you're born again. Make sure you're walking with Jesus daily. Enoch walked with God daily. That's why he was taken out. Enoch walked with God daily. And the most important thing is walk with God. But thank y'all very much. Now, I'm going to be putting out lots of videos. I'm going to try my best to put out hundreds of videos before the end of August. So, y'all stay tuned. God bless.